Yeah, when I was playing Mugenics the other day, I hit this wall where suddenly I was like, oh no, I don't feel very good. And so I decided to go lay down. And I felt sick. I was like, oh my god, I feel really ill. I feel really, really ill. And my mouth was salivating. You guys know how your mouth salivates before you vomit, right? I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna lay down. And yeah. So I just yeah. It's not a good feeling. And I was thinking about everything chat was saying. Someone in chat was like, you know, you should deal with head stuff more seriously, Mari. And when I was told that, I was like, why don't you mind your freaking business? Like, that's what I wanted to say. I was like, why don't you get off my back, Dad? You know what I mean? That's how I felt. You're not the boss of me. And then I was laying in bed. And I was like, I wonder, what are all the symptoms of a concussion? And I was looking through, and they were like, if you feel nauseous and you've hit your head, you need to go to the doctor now. And I was like, oh my god. And then I went to bed. And then I woke up, and then I went to the doctor. Biscotti, I got a big cut on my forehead, and initially I just went in for stitches. Okay, let me get on the screen, because this is kind of like a whole story now. It was only like a little bit of a story, and boo! It was only like a little bit of a story, and now it's like a full story, because then I had to go back. But I went in, and I was like, hey, does this cut look bad? And they were like, we can stitch it up. And I was like, okay, yay. And they did. And they were like, how are you feeling? And I was like, I feel fine. And so they let me go home. I didn't realize them asking, like, how are you feeling? Are you feeling, like, I didn't realize. And at the time, I wasn't really feeling bad. You know what I mean? Like, so I guess that was their way of, like, does she have a concussion? But they were like, how are you feeling? And I was like, I feel fine. And then I went home. You know? And so I got on stream and I was like, I got stitches. And everyone is like, did you get a concussion? And I was like, no. They didn't tell me I had a concussion. I'm fine. And then I was streaming and I was like, oh, I don't feel so good. I was like, I need to go. And then I laid down and I was like, oh my god, I don't feel good. Yeah. And so then I went. And if you're curious how they check for a concussion, they just ask you questions. Basically, they say, do you feel this way? Where did you hit your head? Blah, 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 blah. And you say, yes, yes. And it's right here and you can see it on my head. And they go, yep, you have a concussion. Does it hurt when I do this? You have a concussion and there's nothing we can do about it. Go home and sleep. And don't take ibuprofen or whatever. Just rest. Just don't look at screens as much as you can and rest. But what I didn't tell them is my job is computer. So. Yeah. I took the night off yesterday because I was like, maybe I shouldn't, because two things happened. It was supposed to be a Pokemon card opening stream, And I had to go to the doctor instead of waiting in a shitty line at 7 a.m. for Pokemon cards. So I didn't get any. And 2, I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be looking at computer. And so I was like, I guess I'll just have to reschedule this or whatever. Any bruising show up around your eyes? I have a bruise on the bridge of my nose. Not like around my eyes, but like on the bridge of it's like really, really ugly. To be honest with you, I didn't even want to go outside to go to the doctor because I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my god. I'm chopped. I can't. Oh god. Yeah, you see this big bruise on my nose? Yeah, I just got in a fight. Huh, what you gonna do about it? I bet people will think I'm so cool. The worst part is chat was right. That's gotta hurt. Yeah, it doesn't happen too frequently, but it happens frequently enough for it to be annoying. When chat is right. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna be taking it a little bit easy for the next week or so. I feel a lot better than I did. The day that I went to the doctor, I felt so sick. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so nauseous right now. This is no good. And then randomly at night, I just like... I mean, I read into it and... Like, if you hit your head, you start to get, like, emotionally weird. But, like, I remember last night just randomly, I start crying. Which is really embarrassing when you're not streaming and your head hurts and you got a big bruise on your face. And just randomly you're like... But yeah, one thing I will say though is it's good to go to the doctor to check. But if you don't have like bleeding in your head, there's almost nothing they can do about it. I didn't know this, but apparently there's like nothing you do about a concussion. I mean, someone told me the other day when like they were talking about their own concussion, but like there's like nothing you do about it except for don't hit your head again and go to bed. And turn all the lights off. Yeah, also Val, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Yeah, you just gotta thug it out. So, in case you guys have never got a concussion like me until now, that there's what you do. Mine isn't so bad, luckily. It was really just that one night that I was like, I was super, super ill. But it kind of like, it kind of comes and goes a little bit. So, yeah, be good. Don't hurt your head. I was reading too that apparently a lot of people get concussions without even knowing it. And I felt stupid the other day. I was like, surely if I had a concussion, I would know. I just thought that my head hurted and my stomach hurted a little bit. But apparently, a lot of people... Maybe you guys have had a concussion and you've never known. How did you get concussed? I ate shit. What? I was outside and I ate shit. I don't know how else to say it. Yeah, I do wonder if I didn't stream that night if I ever would have noticed.